Starting off this week's news, we have Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord finally ready to roll. nDreams, makers of Phantom Covert Ops and Synapse, have teamed up with Sony Pictures VR to bring Ghostbusters into virtual reality. They released a statement saying, "Gear up with the latest ghost-busting gadgets, from remote turrets to ghost decoys. Take on a variety of missions like collecting dark PKE or closing interdimensional portal. You'll need to work together to solve puzzles, trap ghosts, and stop the march of the malevolent." You can play in single player, but the game really shines in co-op mode. PSVR 2 users will be able to utilize eye tracking in the menus, be able to grab objects easily from a distance, and see where other players are looking. They'll get haptics in the headset, and adaptive triggers will make the PKE meter and proton blaster even more immersive. The base game will be $35, but you can upgrade to the full Containment Edition, which includes the game, 4 equipment skins, 10 additional player avatars, Slimer Hunt feature, and collectible upcoming DLC and other bonus content. All of that bonus content will be available on an individual basis after launch. Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord will be available just before Halloween on October 26th for PSVR 2, Quest 2, and yep, Quest 3. I can't wait. There will be some Ray Parker Jr. blasting at my house this Halloween. In Quest giveaway news, SideQuest is giving away a Quest 3 every single week until Christmas. That gives you 14 chances between now and then to win a Quest 3. Here's how it works. SideQuest will only pick from people who are actually in banter at the time of picking. So the more time you spend in banter, the better your chances of winning. For the first 3 weeks of each month until Christmas, they will select a user at random. For the 4th and final week, they're going to pick a user that's contributing a lot to the community. You can only win one Quest 3 headset during the giveaway until the end of the year. They did drop a pretty big hint to help improve your chances. Banter has regular VR events where you can get together and have some fun with other VR peeps. The chances of picking a winner from those events are pretty high. Here's another hint. I want to win a Quest 3, so I'll be hanging out in a lot of those banter events between now and then. If you see me there, roll on over and say hi. I'd love to meet you. I'll leave links exactly where you would expect them to be for both Quest and Steam. Warplanes Air Corps dropped onto the App Lab this week. This is the 3rd Warplanes game from the studio HomeNet Games, and the first to be set in modern time. The studio describes the game saying you'll fight in the air against a wide range of fighter jets, multi-role aircraft, attack helicopters, and armed drones. You'll destroy ships, tankers, convoys, and an array of modern military vehicles like armored personnel carriers, tanks, and mobile rocket launchers. You'll fight in urbanized areas to destroy or protect strategic buildings and infrastructure. Warplanes Air Corps is designed for casual gamers, but you'll have the ability to turn off automatic targeting and flare, as well as change the difficulty settings in-game. The player versus player mode is on the horizon, along with co-op mode. Warplanes Air Corps is currently only available on the App Lab for $14.99, but its Steam version will be available soon. Sony announced at a recent State of Play that the Resident Evil 4 VR mode will be available for free this winter. The game looks really good on the PSVR 2, as you can see from the footage on screen. Capcom explained how weapons handling and haptics have been adapted to VR by saying, "From the way weapons are held and reloaded to the easy-to-understand input and haptic feedback of the Sense controllers, players will be able to feel each unique characteristic of the handguns, submachine guns, rifles, knives, and more. Experience immersion and the weapons in the game as if you were actually Leon on his mission of rescue and survival." Now, I've ran the numbers, and winter starts on December 21st and ends on March 20th, so that's when you can get the free DLC. In the meantime, Resident Evil 4 is currently available on sale on the PlayStation Store for just $40 instead of the usual $70, so you might want to snag that deal. For Quest users, Resident Evil 4 in VR is currently available on the Quest Store, and I'll drop a link in the description and pinned comments for 25% off. Okay, now get ready for a little bit of a rant. Apple introduced the AirPods Pro 2nd generation this week. The big deal is the AirPods Pro Gen 2 will have a USB charging case, enhanced noise cancellation, and transparency mode, a more immersive spatial audio experience, and here's the VR tie-in, lossless audio and super low latency when paired with the Apple Vision Pro. This will be a really nice feature for the 12 of you that are willing to spend $3,750 for a super nice tech demo unit and shiny earbuds to go with it, that isn't even designed for gaming and doesn't even have controllers. It might sound like I'm an Apple hater, but I'm not. I have an iPhone and an Apple Watch, I have AirPods, I even have an iPad. I'm a big fan of Apple products. But if you think I'm dropping $3,750 on your fancy tech demo unit and AirPods, you're f***ing nuts. I will be more than happy with a Quest 3, a nice comfy battery strap, and a pair of Soundcore super low latency earbuds for a grand total of $650, maybe $750 if I get the Binford 6100 series. That's literally 20% of the cost. I could buy a big boy Quest 3, battery head strap, and great earbuds for every member of my family and blow another $750 on games for everyone. Or I could buy the Apple Vision Pro and AirPods so they can sit on a shelf and look pretty. Anyway, Apple made some new AirPods. Okay, this is where I'm sneaking in a shout out to Wacky IR1 TV. Almost every video I post, I can depend on seeing Wacky in the comments, and man, I really appreciate the feedback. Thanks for always showing up. We got to jump into VR and play around with something ASAP. Watch the comments. I bet he sees this. PreyDog has been working hard on a VR mod that will take any game utilizing the Unreal Engine and turn it into a 6 Degrees of Freedom VR game. This could be incredible for VR gaming with a tidal wave of past Unreal games coming into the VR world. One great aspect of this is the game developers should be behind this 100% for a couple reasons. One, you need the original game in order to use PreyDog's VR injector. So a lot of those games that have had their time in the spotlight are now collecting digital dust can now be brought back to life in VR. Second, game developers using the Unreal Engine will have an incredible opportunity to turn their flat games into VR and sell both versions at launch. This will explode the amount of AAA titles available for PC VR, something the VR world desperately needs. My advice is to keep an eye on Steam sales as well as sites like Humble Bundle and Fanatical that bundle games for steep discounts. When you find deals on flat screen games made with the Unreal Engine, scoop them up because soon you might be able to play them in flat and in VR. In game giveaway news, I'm just 219 subscribers away from my 500 subscriber goal. Once I hit 500, I'm giving away now 61 VR games. That'll be a mix of standalone Quest games, Quest Plus subscription, and a bunch of PC VR games. By the way, inviting people does not change the odds of winning because the odds are 61 out of 500 no matter what. Inviting your friends just gets us there faster so we can do another bigger giveaway sooner. So invite all of your VR loving friends and family because the faster we get to 500, the faster you get your games. The studio describes the game saying you'll fight in... The studio describes the game saying you'll find... The studio describes the game saying you'll fight in the air against a wide... Oh, fuck. The studio describes the game saying you'll fight in the air against a wide range of fighter jets, multiple